Now this video has been asked to be made for a while now, so here I am. Now this video will be controversial, just because people who are on the orange M train side are dedicated and would cancel anybody who likes the brown M train better, while the brown M train fans would cancel anybody who likes the orange M train better. Now my views have changed recently. I am less biased over the brown M train, so I will be giving a solid reason why the orange M train or the brown M train is better. I will try to make this video as fair as possible, but it doesn't really matter because I'm going to get a lot of dislikes anyway. But even so, people want me to make this video, and the more likes and dislikes, the more likely my channel will be featured in the algorithm. So, yeah. Oh yeah, also, before I start the video, I want to say that if you do like this video, you should consider liking the video. And here's the stretch. If you like the whole channel as a whole, then subscribe. That would be amazing. And if you're already subscribed, that's even better. Thank you so much for that. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Now the orange M train is a train corresponding to the 6th Avenue line, because of its color, which is orange. The train starts at Middle Village, Metropolitan Avenue, and finishes off at
Delancey Street, Essex Street.
In rush hours, however, it takes a turn. While the rush hour route is the more common route, and is what people think of when they think of the orange M train. In rush hours, the M train curves off with the J and switches to its own tracks at
Delancey Street, Essex Street.
Then goes with the B, D, and F trains at Broadway, Lafayette Street, then goes local via 6th Avenue line until 47th, 50th Streets, Rockefeller Center, where it turns with the E train on 53rd Street. The train then goes through the East River, going under and passing through Roosevelt Island. Then goes to Court Square 23rd Street Station with the E, G, and 7 trains. Then after that it goes to Queens Plaza Station, more commonly confused with the Queensboro Plaza Station, though they should be connected. So the M train connects with the R train. Then the E leaves the M and R train and be with the F train, while the M and R train go local via Long Island City. Once the M train hits Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Avenue Station, the E and F connect with the M and R. E, F, M, and R train go via Queens Boulevard, while the M and R train terminate at Forest Hills, 71st Avenue, while the E and F train go local. While the E goes with the J at
Sutphin Boulevard, Archer Avenue, JFK Airport.
While the F train goes to Hillside, Jamaica. Now, why is the orange M train so hated? Now, the brown M train is way less complicated, as all it did was go from Middle Village, Metropolitan Avenue to Broad Street, going with the J, and staying with the J, through Myrtle Avenue, Broadway, to Broad Street. In rush hours, though, the M train goes to Bay Parkway. So once again, why is the orange M train so hated? Well, it goes back to nostalgia. The brown M train is very unique, because it went from Middle Village, Metropolitan Avenue in Queens, through Manhattan, to Bay Parkway, in Brooklyn. This entire video is more of a you never know what you have until you lose a situation. When people had the brown M train line, it was doing poorly, as ridership was at an all-time low. I will be completely honest with you, the original brown M train from Middle Village to Broad Street is technically better than the regular routed orange M train we have now, from Middle Village to Essex Street in weekends. Now, since we're talking about the full route, I will be strictly comparing the rush hour route / the weekday route on the orange M train and the rush hour route on the brown M train. Now, the brown M train goes from Queens to Manhattan to Brooklyn, which sounds logically correct until you think about it, as tracks run down to Bay Parkway anyway, and the people, according to my sources, weren't needed to go down to the Coney Island parts of Brooklyn. Therefore, ridership went lower and lower and lower until they discontinued the brown M train. And my old subscribers might know where I said this in the past. Kind of merged them together to make, you guessed it already, because you guessed it already. It's the orange M train, the 6th Avenue M train, which goes from Middle Village. So yeah, they merged the brown M train and the V train together to make the 6th Avenue bound M train. Now you might be asking, why do people hate the 6th Avenue bound M line? Well, once again, Nostalgic people want to see the brown M train again. But let's look at it a bit, okay? Through a factual and standpoint perspective, the orange M train is useful. People's statements, kind of going against the orange M train is that the orange M train terminates and starts within 30 minutes of each other, walking distance wise. While car distance wise, it's very, very close, which is a bit weird. I can say that it is a bit weird to look at from a map point perspective and a walking distance perspective. But if you think about it though, the orange M train is a very good experience because it hits points that other trains don't hit. You can stay on the train and go to 6th Avenue without transferring to anywhere. It kind of makes sense if you think about it for a second. Now, I doubt anybody will try to go on the orange M train the entire route just to get to Forest Hills. I feel like that is a bit stupid, in my opinion. If you want to get to Forest Hills, maybe take a bus, take a cab, walk if you really want to walk. But taking the orange M train and making a whole entire U-turn going to Forest Hills is a bit weird to me, in my personal opinion. I'm not really sure, but me personally, I feel like the orange M train is pretty useful, and I'll show you exactly why the brown M train is pretty useful, and it kind of stands in that perspective. So me personally, I feel like I would prefer the brown M train more going to Bay Parkway as an all-time service. Though, is that what the people want? Well, not really. The people like the orange M train now. If they didn't like it, then the orange M train wouldn't still be in service. So me personally, I personally feel like the orange M train is better, in my opinion. But for me personally, I would say that the brown M train is good. But for everybody else, they like the orange M train better. So commuter-wise, the orange M train is definitely better. But personal-wise, I feel like the brown M train is better. So that's my opinion. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope this video wasn't too short. I tried my best to make it watchable, not make it boring. If you want more like this, I'm sorry. I'll subscribe and like, I guess. And also, I'm sorry this video took so long. I am so sorry. I have school to deal with. I have other stuff to deal with, and it's annoying sometimes. So, this video has been in the makes for like a month now, and I'm sorry sorry this video wasn't long enough. But I promise you guys, I'll try to make my next video not come out in a month. So, thanks for watching, guys. See you guys in the next one, and yeah, peace out.
Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance.